welcome. Most of the people that I know always came up to me saying, "Oh, bro, do you know I'm an overthinker. I think so much. When I go to bed, I cannot even sleep. I think all the time. My thoughts, those stuff." And let me ask you one question. That person who's always saying that they overthink, do they have achieved anything in life? Okay. Their whole personality just involves and revolves around the fact that they are just an overthinker, and they use it as a badge of honor to showcase that they overthink. For what? Isn't that a normal human experience to overthink, to think much, to think more than usual? Like, to me, I've stayed up multiple nights. I can't even recall. I think it's more than a month of worth of like me staying up just because I was thinking of something. And when I got over that, when I actually found out the answers that I was looking for, my life improved significantly after I done that. Significantly, okay, my bad. And same can apply to you. Every time you overthink, your mind wants to know answer to something, no matter how you sugarcoat it. Because, like, imagine that you are overthinking of something, right? Your mind wants answer to that question. And after you find that question and you actually insert it and you actually find the right answer to that question, your life is gonna improve significantly. So let's just say you're extremely skinny. You're like, oh, what should I eat? And you spend the next 3 days just thinking about what should I eat, and then you find what you should eat. Now your mind is just calm. You found the answers to your problem. To me, I've done that multiple times, and in this video, I'm gonna tell you how you can use that overthinking, which for some reason I don't think it's bad, to your own benefits, to actually achieve success with. Sure, you might look at me and say, "Oh, you're not really successful now," but what I've done throughout the year is gonna be really mind blowing for you. But I'm not gonna waste my time talking about my achievements because that's not what today's video is about. Today, I'm gonna tell you what you should do to actually achieve success while overthinking. So first, you need to understand what kind of thoughts go inside of your head. Is it the negative thoughts or the positive thoughts? Because there's nothing bad in doing it more than usual. Apart from the bad things such as crime, such as killing people, such as stealing, no, I'm doing good things. So thinking led us to what we are today. We got computers, we got microphones that I use to record stuff, so I post. We've got phones, AI, many things. We found so many things because we thought and then we put our brains into it. And thinking is not bad, it's how you think. You need to understand this because there are two types of thoughts, negative and positive. If you always think negative all of the time, negative things are going to happen to you. If you always think about positive things are going to happen to you. So the next time you just start thinking, like overthinking, that kind of sessions. I mean, we've all had it. Try to ask yourself, am I thinking in negative thoughts or positive thoughts? If so, you need to change that. You need to be like, okay, if I'm thinking in negative thoughts, I need to just switch to positive thoughts. Now, some of you may be like, oh, but what if I have this? It's unable for me to just change my thoughts. Okay, if you cannot change what you think, if you cannot really control what you think, how do you think you're gonna control what happens outside of your hands? How do you think you're gonna achieve success if you cannot really control what's in here? This is the thing that you can only control. This is the only thing that you can go forward and actually control. Not your weather, not how your house was built, not even your genetics, how big of a legs you're gonna get in let's just say 5 years. No, the only thing you control is your mind. If you cannot really control what kind of thoughts go inside of your head, it's your problem. Don't put it on me, don't put it on others. No, you need to realize that. And if you go forward and think positively, overthink positively, let's just say you want to indulge in thoughts of you becoming successful, and you just overthink, okay, when I become successful, what am I gonna do? But you're thinking positive. What am I gonna do? Okay, I founded this business. What if that happens? What if that happens? And if you always put on, positive all of the time when you're thinking, it's gonna become a good thing, because you're gonna find answers to it, and that kind of thoughts will be linked to a positive outcome. And that way you're gonna find answers to whatever questions that you had in the past. And you should do that. Get this negative thoughts out of. Oh my god, sorry for the middle finger. So think positive, just think positive. Second is, when you overthink, you give yourself some visualization tactics to approach the situation better. So let's just say you want to talk to a girl. I've heard some people saying, oh, you should not really overthink. And when you overthink, you don't really want to go to that person, because you think that, what if I'm ugly? What if I have pimples here? What if I smell bad? I'm just doing random stuff. If you overthink bad, you're not going to do it. But if you overthink positive, be like, hey, when I approach her, she says hi to me. She touches my hand. She laughs at my jokes. She gives me my phone number. Maybe, what if she rejects me? Okay, that is the thought comes in. What if she doesn't like me? Okay, fuck that thought. Think positive again. And even if you get rejected, who cares? It's good that you got rejected. Now you're like, oh, rejection is bad. I'll make a video talking about it, why rejection is good for you. But not today. And you need to realize that when you just think positive and you approach that situation with a positive overthinking session, you're gonna achieve more. So it's similar to a girl experience. Let's just say you want to build business. You're gonna be like, okay, after I get money, I'm gonna put it into this. Okay, if I get put into this, I'm gonna put into that. And when you overthink, you approach situation in this way. So I'll just say this is like your situation, right? When you think of one way, you think of this way. Then you turn, you think this way, this way, this way. So I don't know if it makes sense, but you need to approach situation in all of the ways. Now this is one of the books that I'm reading. I'll just say, if you only see this side of the book, I say that this book is about leadership. It's about leadership. I don't know if you can see leadership. Okay, so if you see it this way, you're gonna be like, oh, this is by Brain Tracy. I'm like, okay, this is about leadership. Okay, what if someone says this way? Now they're like, okay, this is just white stuff. What if someone says this way? When you overthink, you can be able to see this way, this way, this way, and this way in all of the situations. And what will it happen to you in real life? Okay, you're gonna be way more ahead of the people that didn't really overthink when it came to that situation. If I overthink my moves on the chessboard, I'm gonna have way more tactics than you. You are just gonna make moves randomly, but if I overthink about my moves, I'm gonna do, I think it was a brilliant move, and actually win against you. Same applies to real life. You need to be able to just put in all of the aspects that you are thinking about, so that you can achieve success with. Now you're gonna be like, oh, well, I've heard you saying that. I think this is just common sense. But you need to realize that every single thing that you are going through is just like common sense. But most of the people don't really think simple. By thinking simple is way superior than being complex, because you need to realize that every single thing that you do will compound over the years, over the month, over the weeks, and same applies to overthinking. Okay, next tip when it comes to overthinking is, it's good. It's like a sign from the heavens. It's a sign from your gut. And when you overthink, your mind wants to become better at something. You need to become less proficient or more proficient in something. I don't know. I don't really see your situation. I don't really know who you are. Or every single time something comes in your mind, you need to filter it out. You need to be able to think about it until you find answers. Because when I actually get some kind of questions in myself, I cannot stop myself but thinking about it, because I'm always like, okay, I want answers to these questions, and I eventually find the answers to it. And every single time I found answers to it, my life became so much better. I know I said it, I know I sound like a broken record, but you need to realize that the overthinking sessions that you have when you overthink when you go to bed is totally normal. If not, it's actually pretty rare. It's actually, I would say that it's special. And it all comes down to how you overthink. If I overthink of me being killed, me being raped or something, I don't know, I'm just saying random bad thoughts. It's not in my head, but that's really, really messed up things. Then I will feel down because you are what you think and you are what you do. And when people just give thoughts like the biggest priority when it comes to achieving success is wrong, because I don't really care what I think. It always comes down to what I do. So, for example, let's just say I think that this, I don't know, this is just a rap, but let's say this snack, this is like it was like pretzel sticks, is bad, but I still ate it. But what about a person who likes this and also ate it? He also ate it. So you need to realize that it's not always about what you think, it's about what you do. I hope you realize that. I didn't really want to make this video really long. I try to stick to what I usually record, so I'm gonna end up here now. You can watch whatever